up. Hey guys, so I was looking at my reusable bags and I've got rid of a lot of reusable bags, but I'm still cutting them down lower and lower. So this is a bag that I brought from Hawaii. You can see how freaking eco-friendly I was. I actually tried to repair it and it broke, and normally I would think, oh, let me repair it again, but I don't want to have color in my life so much, as I shared with you guys, right? I'm trying to stick with a color palette, which is basically white, black, silver, and beige. That's it. Anything more, not really my thing. So I had this that I had, and then this was lying around too. It's Organic Avenue. This was a bag that was at Lewis's place, and you can see how chaotic the colors are. Now, yes, these were both free bags, but as someone who is trying to be more minimalistic, I would say if you find a really good reusable bag, save it and refuse all other bags. You guys know, right? For me, I don't like having extra bags. Sorry, you guys, I'm familiar with my mic technique. I don't like having extra bags with me because it's like, for instance, when I went to the prepaid expo with Lewis, those bags, like they were giving away swag bags and they said, oh, here, and a lot of people were taking it. It was like free stuff. But I don't want to just collect free stuff because I know, yes, it's free, but then you have to store it, right? And if you're trying to like curate your life down, you're really not doing yourself a favor by having more and more free stuff lying around. So for me, what I realize is I really like these fresh direct bags because they're huge. Let me show you how big these bags are. And I fold two of them. So normally when you see me with my handbag, see this? So this is my bag, and I have my little hand sanitizer. So this is what I got from the prepaid expo. I actually got two of these because I do use them. But this fresh direct bag, I really like it because it's huge. And then you have these like privacy flaps over here. You can see I've had this for quite some time. So if you go to Costco, this is like really good because it's big. I forgot what the measurements are. You guys can look it up. But this is the one bag that if I did not have this bag, I would buy it because it's amazing. It doesn't break. I've only had one bag the handle break on me, but yeah, people just like don't save them for whatever reason, and then it's like this is the perfect, in my opinion, the perfect grocery bag. So you can see what I have in here is I have my umbrella, I have my water bottle, and then I have my wallet. And I try to go through this bag every couple days. I don't think I have any extra stuff in here. Okay, I have like one napkin in there. That's it. But other than that, yeah, there's not anything really extra. So you have my AirPods in here. Oh, I got to refill this. This is my little towel. So that's something I haven't done in a couple weeks. So you can see how low this thing is. But point being is if you don't have that much stuff and you're constantly curating things, you don't have to deal with being overwhelmed by so much stuff. Or in my case, getting rid of things because, you know. So this, I'm going to give this away. This one, because it's all bust up, I'm going to just give it to a place that recycles textiles. So I do have like a small bag of stuff, and then I just put it off on the side, and then all the textiles get recycled. So it's not overwhelming at all. And then in comparison to that, right? Remember how I showed you, hold on, let me get this back. Remember how I showed you this? 1, 2. Okay, that looks kind of like chaotic right now. But let me show you this. 1, 2. And this is my laundry bag. Between these three, these three and these two, I would say this looks way less chaotic than the upper two. Don't you agree? So these are my reusable bags that I have lying around. Most of this, like this stuff, I don't really use it, to be frank. This needs to go into the car. It's some paint touch-up kit. And then this one, I used to put stuff for the freaking, what was it? In the freezer. So instead of using bins, I just put stuff in here. And yeah, so I might actually get rid of these because I don't think I have a use for this one. But and this one is the laundry bag that we have when we go traveling. So I put the dirty clothes in here, and this is so convenient. But overall, right? I know I'm repeating myself. I really hope you guys think long and hard about the possessions that you have and just slowly start getting rid of things, because it is so much easier if you always proactively get rid of things in your life rather than find yourself in a situation where you have to get rid of like 300 items in one sitting because you have to move. So all that stuff is incredibly important to keep in mind. I would suggest to you guys, if you guys have like a certain aesthetic goal, don't think you can achieve it, because you definitely can achieve it. The only thing is that you have to work persistently at it. Or alternatively, right? You hire someone. And for me, I just kind of think, you know what, I'll just do it my way because things are going out of here anyway. And I'm really happy with like the progress that I've been making. It seems like sometimes I think to myself, it seems like it's never ending, but then I look back and see all the stuff that I gave away, and I'm thinking like, wow, that is quite a lot of freaking stuff. For sure. I actually spoke to one of my old dumpster diving people today. And then I told them, I said, oh, how have things been? And then I told them I haven't gone dumpster diving in such a long time. And I think they were kind of like, oh my goodness. And yeah, it's just like that was the phase of my life. I'm not knocking on dumpster divers for sure. But in terms of like possessions, it's become more of a headache to deal with it, because it's not so simple. Like I don't mind picking up stuff. Let me back up. I don't mind picking up stuff and giving it away. But the problem is that if I put a free box out, there is a possibility that someone will throw their drink in there. There's a possibility that maybe a dog will piss on it. And it just is too much headache for me to handle. I know it sounds like a cop out, but it's true. I've shown you guys like all the stuff that I got pissed off about a free box. So now, for instance, I put a free box out today, but I put it about 3 foot above the ground. Yeah, so I actually tie it to a fence and tie it 3 feet above the ground so no freaking dog can pee on there. And that's something that I had to do. And I've had this free box for quite some time. And as I've told you guys before, whatever you work on in life, it's okay if you fail. But what you have to do is you got to keep trying. And something like a free box, as stupid as it sounds, I had to do many, many times, because people would toss things in there and then I would stop giving things away because I would say I don't want people to toss stuff in there. Then it would take more time because I have to meet up with people. Sometimes people would flake on me. And today I finally said, yep, I'm just going to put it 3 feet above the ground. So hopefully it dissuades people. I don't know. People could still throw their drinks in, but I'm hoping that they won't be so tempted to. What was the old habits die hard? That one was, I saw this one person and they had a beautiful, it was like, it was a guy who had beautiful hair. And he also had on like a princess tunic. And I told him, I said, oh, I love your top so much. And he said, thank you. But it was one of those tops that I could see myself wearing, but it wouldn't really match me. Does that make sense? Like it wouldn't fit well on me, but the style would be something that I would be really drawn to, like fairy princess or something like that. However, I chose to just kind of tell myself like, Erica, don't go down that freaking path, because you're trying to be a little bit more classy, a little bit more refined. And that's why when you see these kind of things, right? Like before, I used to be so into colorful things and cutesy girly things, and now you notice like I'm more toned down. I'm more about neutrals. I'm more about white, blacks, grays, glass. And I almost want to say it's kind of like a signifying kind of like a loss of youth, but I don't want to really label it as that. I want to try something new in my life and see, hey, if I try to dress better, or if I try to just have a more muted color palette, will I find that my life is simpler? Will I find that, hey, it's easier for me to get dressed because it's just basically I'm wearing black on black on black, and then if I don't have that much stuff, right? If I'm decluttering, it's like, okay, well, I'm decluttering like 5 things at a time, and that's a lot more manageable than, okay, you got to get rid of 200 items at one sitting, something like that. So that's my thoughts about things. And yeah, so here is, let me show you guys this. So like for instance, if you guys ever saw this, this is my bag of stuff that I have to donate to textile, because like those are my old Nike shoes. This is the bag that I just showed you guys. So this stuff is stuff like I can't give away. It's all like stained or dirty. And I like actually storing things in a bag like this. It's about 6 pounds right now. But I don't want to contribute to textile waste. So although it seems like it's such a pain that I'm doing things that way and I'm making my life a little harder, I don't mind it, because as I get less and less stuff, right? It's like, okay, I got to donate stuff. Oh, I've had this bag for about 4 months. What's the big deal about me donating 5 pounds or 6 pounds of clothes with 4 pounds of textile waste? It's not that big of a deal to me. I've got a lot of inspiration from New Yorkers, and I think sometimes New Yorkers can live very minimalistic lifestyles. But yeah, let me see. So that was the chat that you guys saw, and I'm gonna like get going. I'm gonna keep this stream a little short, but I know there's been some rambling on the stream. Try and keep it a little limited, especially because I only have 5% of battery, so this cannot be a 40-minute stream. I'll talk to you guys later.